Hello, I'm Sadie Newett, and I am so excited to share this week's newsletter with you. It is all about one of the absolute best gifts I've ever given myself, which is the creation of a home practice, meaning giving myself permission to move without being directed by someone in person or even virtually, giving myself permission to take what I know, to lean into how I'm feeling and make and create the time to change that feeling, right? Because so often we are stuck, or we feel that we're stuck with a feeling potentially forever. And we literally just sit with it. This is how I'm going to feel now. I am now a person who has malaise. I am now a person who feels like absolute shit. I am now a person who is X, Y, or Z, and I need someone or something outside of myself to shift that feeling. No. What we all need are myriad solutions for shifting how we feel. The biggest one I've got in my arsenal, the one I've spent the most time on, is a home practice. And no matter what women come to me to work on, to improve, to shift, to change, we create a home movement practice for them. Because yes, I'm incredible. It's so wonderful to move with me, to have either in-person or virtual sessions, to have my time and attention, or the time and attention of another teacher, whether that's in person or virtual or even recorded. But the very next best thing, and the thing that will give you so much more freedom and so much more control in your life, is when you feel empowered to move on your own, to not wonder, what should I do? And to say, I know what to do. To say, I don't have enough time, and to realize the time you have is perfection. To say, I don't have this prop, and to realize everything that you need is around you. That could be a wall, a chair, a towel, a kitchen counter. You actually, right now, in this moment, have what you need to feel good. Now, there's likely a transformation, a bit of a journey that needs to occur between where you are right now and where you will need to be in order to believe that you have everything you need. And that transformation, that journey, that shift is something that I am here to support and guide and lead you through, because, for the most part, right, we know how to feed ourselves when we're hungry. We know how to take care of our need if we're cold, right? We put on a sweater. But somehow, even though we all move for the most part throughout the day, we feel like we need to wait on someone or something in order to give us permission to take advantage of the incredible benefits of moving. Right? We know statistically, science, et cetera, that moving is just one of the very best things on this earth for you. And yet, Tracy Anderson was writing about this in an article, we feel we need to be babysat or held accountable in order to move. And yet we get out of bed in the morning, we walk into the kitchen, we let the dog out, we go places, we actually do move. But when it comes time to move our bodies for fitness or our health, what to do? And so when we create the confidence that we need to say, like, I can move right now, I'm going to take this wall and turn it into an incredible catalyst for me to change how I feel. Last night, I felt like, ugh, and I didn't want to get into bed. So I moved around, and I thought, why don't I move around before bed? And it's because there's even this part of my brain that's like, I had already moved. But this is the thing, right? If you're thirsty, you're not like, I'm done. I drank all I need to drink. You drink more. Movement is the same. When we need to move, there's no reason to not heed and answer and fulfill that need. It's all about getting so connected to the benefits and to the ownership we have over our experience on this planet when we move, that we can then feel really empowered. And we are all moving around, right? We are all traveling sometimes. And do we all have the benefit of a beautiful studio? I'm literally in one right now. Do we have the benefit of a studio and an aerial rig and an incredible reformer and $1 million machines? We don't. We might not ever have that. You may be watching this having never touched a reformer, having never gone upside down on a piece of equipment. It doesn't matter. We all have walls, we all have floors, we all have talents. And the greatest gift that I experience my clients receiving is their ability to follow along with at-home movement that's designed for their specific space, for their specific needs, and then to take that to the next level by knowing that waiting on me is something they don't need to do to keep feeling good. You don't need to wait on anyone to feel good. The goal in working with me, or frankly, any other movement leader or transformational coach, is not that you create this dependency on them. Because in order to soar to the next level or just feel like you are in charge, you are living and not surviving your life, you're gonna need tools. And a movement practice allows you to take ownership of your vessel, the one place you have to live forever. And then it's amazing what you can create, what you can shift, what you can believe is possible. And yet we often try to change what we're creating, what we're believing, what we're envisioning without addressing this. And so the place that we're in, literally living in, no matter where we go, right? Wherever you go, there you are. How are we treating our vessel? And yes, we're feeding ourselves, we're watering ourselves, we're like fancy houseplants. We also need movement. And I believe so firmly that my work is in huge part about breaking down this belief or this misalignment that you cannot move on your own, that you don't already know how to do that. And that's what a home practice does. So I haven't even looked at the newsletter. I've hit the main points. I love empowering women to create a practice that they are obsessed with, that is there for them regardless of the time of day. And to me, I've been going to more AA meetings. AA is like a solution for a problem. Movement is a solution for a problem. And just like there's AA meetings, literally 2 a.m., 5 a.m., 11 p.m., movement can be something that you go to at any time of day. It's not like, oh, we checked off the box. I moved at my 8 o'clock in the morning time and I'm good. We get to be indulgent. And does movement have to look like crazy crunches and planks and burpees? It actually never does with me, but that doesn't mean that's not right for you. So much of you creating your home practice is about investigating what feels good to me, not what feels good to someone else, what feels good to me, and how can I make it less intimidating, more appealing? Maybe you have a yoga mat that you leave out. Maybe you leave out a pair of sweatpants or leggings or whatever your athleisure of choice is at night, so that in the morning you see it. You can't ignore it, Make feeling good something you can't ignore, because how you feel matters more than anything else. Because when you feel good, you build a good life. You create good thoughts. You do good in the world. And why are we not all jumping up and down to create this? So let's release any belief that you need someone else to help you take ownership of your body. Do you need support getting there? You absolutely might. But I encourage you, even after you finish this fabulous video, go move your body, put on a song you love, see what comes up, sit on your chair, wiggle around, notice what feels great, notice what feels not great, and let that be information you're continually curious about. Because the more you know about your vessel, the more you can care for it and allow yourself to receive everything you want. So thank you for listening. This is one of my absolute favorite topics, and having a home movement practice It is one of the best things I've given myself permission to achieve in order to feel good. And to me, there are never enough paths to get there, but this one just always does the freaking trick. Have the best day.